Snapping and straight. Let's give it one more round of applause for Jace Crawford for that lovely reading of the lyrics for Self-Destruct Seminar by Alex Allen Poe. We're here with the band Warforged, where they're going to talk about their seminal hit song, Self-Destruct Seminar. So, Jason,
their seminal vesticles hit song.
Who are you going out with?
It's
like NPR, like tabloid. So, tell me, Maxwell, who are you interested in, gay or straight? But you have that soft NPR voice. It's very sick.
Regis Philbin.
And then NPR's like, war in Afghanistan, 40 children dead. We'll tell you who they are. And we'll give you a map to their homes. Yeah. They swap places for a day.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's my new movie starring Peter Francis Geraci. No.
Peter Frampton Geraci.
Yeah, Peter Frampton.
Only people from Chicago are going to get that reference.
Yeah. Look it up, man. He's cool, man. He's got a good style.
Info-tapes.com.
He's been alive for a long time. He's been in the game for a minute. Let's just say that. You respect musicians that have been in the game for a minute?
Yeah.
You'll respect Mr. Peter Francis Geraci at fucking law.
Peter Dinklage Geraci, dude.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage Geraci. Yeah. That's the biopic that we're working on.
So, fellas, your new song, Self-Destruct Seminar, I love it.
Yeah.
So tell me,
what do you love about it? We're trying a new format on this episode.
Yeah.
I'm Graham Norton. I'm Garam. Well, name is Garam Norton.
Yeah, Garam.
Yeah, dude, callback, dude.
Sick callback to this video, but like,
it's probably weeks apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
And we're going to come up with different jokes probably for another video before
Garam
this.
Norton. So tell me, is this your favorite song on the record?
Me?
Yeah, now I'm Regis. Now for $1 million, what's track 4 on the Grove sundial?
What are the options? List them all. List my answers, A, B, C, and D.
A, The Crimson by Atreyu.
Okay.
B, Betty Davis Eyes.
Okay.
Number C.
Number C.
Self-Destruct Seminar
by Warforged.
And number D. Kaleidoscope of God by Ska Symmetry. D.
Yeah, I really want to say D, man. Do I have any lifelines?
Yeah, you do have a phone of Jace.
Phone of Jace. What else did I have?
You also have 50-50
okay.
Between me and Max. We're both brothers. We're going to say something different. So you get one of our answers, and it might be it.
And there's one 50-50. More, right?
Yeah, and then there's poll the audience, but you got to pull everyone in the audience off.
Okay.
And then you'll get the answer, but it's going to take about... I've seen it done once. It took a month and a half.
All right, well, that's the option I'm picking today, so let's go.
And he only got $32,000.
Let's get ready.
All right,
jerk.
so, hey... I don't remember what I said. No, The Crimson by Atreyu was A.
I want to say it's...
B, Betty Davis Eyes by Samuel L. Jackson's
That's the
Midnight
Slipknot
Runners.
song. Can't see California unless you're Betty Davis Eyes.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure, whatever.
The first song on...
Self-Destruct Seminar by Warforged. And D,
Marlon Brando's Eyes. That's the Slipknot lyric.
It's Clint
different.
No,
for real, the first song on the first Slipknot record, the first lyric is, or one of the lyrics is, you can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes. And we've already discussed that Marlon Brando would play you in a mafia biopic of our own band. Because Marlon Brando's a sex-crazed maniac.
He's an unhinged. He wears a bucket on his head.
Yeah, on an island.
I made a movie about turning kids into fucking lizards.
Not learn his lines, get them fed by like in-ears. That's
we all
something you
hold
would
up
do
your
at the
cue
end of your life,
cards.
man. Yeah.
Okay. So
Hang on by the fringe.
yeah, man. Yeah, hanging on by a thread, man.
Did he do that? He had in-ears
Yeah,
in?
for the island of Dr. Moreau.
He didn't even learn the script.
No, and someone was like feeding him lines through like a earpiece.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he didn't give a shit. He was just old and fat. And
But they were fine with having him do it anyway?
That movie, I don't know, dude. There's a whole documentary about that movie that's really, really sick.
Oh.
And they talk about it in there. It's just the movie was just like a mess.
Yeah,
But,
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Marlon Brando, I'd rather fart in that hoe, you know?
No.
That's a stretch.
It's pretty good.
Kind of
It's
a
pretty
stretch.
good. It's pretty good.
I was sick
Nobody
the other day
laughed.
at work. I forgot to say when we were at that Shure meeting, and the guy was like saying something about Dua Lipa at Lollapalooza, and I had the microphone. And it was like going through a speaker, and I was like Dua Lipa. I'd rather poo in my sleeper.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. And everyone was like, "Oh, I hope no one heard that. They're probably gonna come here and shut us down." I was like, "Dude, I said poo."
Who said that?
The one for both the guys.
Yeah, the dude from Small Soldiers.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
works at
yeah.
Shure for some reason.
Yeah.
You should have asked him for some SM7Bs for this podcast.
I did.
Yeah.
He tell you to fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Took a basketball and fucking hit me in the face at point blank range, dude. He was like, "That's right, nerd." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're bringing me back."
And then he told Alex, he was like, "But with your discount, it's only $50." He said, "Relay that to your brother." And then Alex was like, "Well, yeah, it cost. It was. It's only 110, right?" And Max looked at him solemnly, saying, "Brother, you have mistaken yourself yet again.
My brother needs me.
The microphone standard retail price is $350."
My brother.
All right.
Self-destruct
Hey,
seminar.
should we talk
So,
about the song?
That's a good preamble there.
That was good.
Some good material.
I really do love this song. I think it is sick that Warforged has like a 2-minute song. I never thought
Yeah.
I'd see that day.
Shortest song on the record. Shortest song we've ever. No, not never though.
Tainted Heart is smaller.
And so is
in length.
Diabolical Being, I think.
But those
You're
songs
right.
Yeah,
have different purposes.
Diabolical Being was original. That was actually originally written as it was supposed to be like a live intro for Warforged at the time.
You guys
because
used to stop and be like, "What's going on, guys? We are Warforged."
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
it was a live
are
intro,
Warforged from
and
Chicago.
the whole thing was that like it's so funny that we did that. I feel like because that was like the tail end of the era of having like live intros
Oh,
where you
yeah.
go see 4 local bands
Yeah.
and every band would play a breakdown before their set.
Oh, yeah,
And
they-
at the time
they
we
break your
couldn't do that,
breakdowns.
so we were like, no breakdowns in our intro. So then, but then we just ended up. It's like, oh, whoops, we accidentally wrote a small song,
Yeah.
you know, and then it just became
Well, then, but
after
then,
much change.
I mean,
then-
Vakari does that too, though, like intros, and then we did the same thing where we had an intro and then it turned into a song.
yeah, right.
So
but like Self-Destruct Seminar is an actual song with the intention of being
Right.
a song versus an intro or outro.
Right.
So does the first standalone song that Warforged has
Yeah.
that's that short, which is sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that song was originally written, if you've ever heard the song Mongrel by Cult Leader. I was kind of trying to rip it off in a way.
Really?
I mean, just because like I just
I
like the
don't
idea.
hear it.
I just like well, I mean, it's just the idea of like a guitar playing like a cool riff and then just like the
with
vocals in your face.
Yeah, it's
And I was like,
heavy.
that's a cool way to fucking do a song. So then like I kind of just like wrote. I don't know. The riff just worked, and then I don't know. I like wrote the whole thing kind of really quick, and then like I was like, oh, this could be like the beginning of a song. We could finish it off, and everyone was like, yeah, you could just keep it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. This is good. And then I like tacked on the extra like 5 seconds at the end or whatever.
Yeah, the alternate Crusher ending.
Yes.
The last 2 Crushers are a little
The
different.
past like the last 4 measures are like written later. It was written like right before we like had to record the record, basically.
Yeah.
I think but just to cap it off, I was like, all right, cool. Let's just do that then. Have a 2.5-minute song. I don't care.
Yeah, it worked
And,
really well.
Yeah, it did. I think it's like a crushing song, and it's like fucking. It sounds like fucking strapping young lad. It's sick.
it's heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking
a fun one.
Dude, the Crusher riff is just like so fucking heavy. And it's so fun to play and shit. Fuck.
It's probably one of the heaviest riffs.
It's probably one of the heaviest riffs ever.
Yeah, man.
So that's the riff at the end.
Yeah,
I'll
play the clip.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we were gonna do clips on
I
these.
can edit it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that in though.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
Should,
yeah, we'll keep it in.
Layer it on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, not bad. Creative. I fuck with you, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like what I love about this song is that I remember when we were. I think it's like the perfect example of kind of the idea behind the record being a collection of songs in the sense that I remember bringing up like the idea of doing like a really, or trying to like limit, like even write in a sense where it's like, yo, let's make a song that's super short, you know, just for the sake of it. Because it's like you look at our previous material and the songs tend to get a bit lengthy, but sometimes it's kind of cool to try and write a song when it's more, I mean, and it wasn't even written that in that way in a sense, because like Alex had said, he was thinking about adding to it. But I do remember when you presented it and it was just like, it just sounds sick as is, you know. And it was like already kind of a really, like, it kind of felt like it felt like a punch in the, it's like a very aggressive song again, another one that's like, it's got a little bit more dynamics to it than I would say like Hail of Broken Teeth, or like maybe, well, House of Resentment has dynamics too. It's just different, I would say. Like,
Yeah.
We've never done anything where like we have a harsh intro like that, but it's meant to have more of an emphasis when everything kind of comes in together. And I think that's kind of an interesting way to start off a song. Because, like, that totally makes sense now that you bring up the fucking Mongrel thing.
Yeah.
Because I love that song. And it definitely has, like, that same kind of impact as far as, like, oh, shit, it's already heavy, but it's, like, it just gets heavier when everything comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's just cool to have a song that's like, all right, this is it. This is the idea. It like, it kind of says what it needs to say, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. And it's just another cool, I think, sort of like experiment that kind of came out of the Grove. The lyrics, I think, are really cool. I mean, I like them. I didn't write any of them, but I like them a lot. There's some of the way they're written is some of my favorite on the record. Just because when I read it, or when I first read it, it just kind of like if I was reading it in the sense that somebody was talking to me, the message that it just said to me is like, oh, I'm fucked for like the path that I was going down that I thought was, you know, the right thing, but it wasn't. And I don't know, it's interesting to kind of have, it's another one of those more like commentary songs, but just from a different angle, because it's sort of just like, what do you do when you're like fucked? Mm-hmm. But it's good. I love it.
There's a meme where it's like this green text post from 4chan where this guy is like talking about, I don't know, it's the text, and then it's like a cheerleader and like a football player, and then it's like the Joker doing the smile thing.
Okay.
And it's basically just like this guy who's like, yeah, like normal people that you envy, they just like do things because they like just decide to do them. Like they don't like devise these like plans to like stop masturbating so that they'll be confident in life and like get somewhere. It's like you're just fucked up and there's like nothing you can do. That's kind of what these lyrics are about, in a way where like
a 4chan meme.
Well, I mean, it's like
a 4chan meme.
Yeah, dude, we're going esoteric on this.
Yeah,
not esoteric.
Is that what you were inspired by?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, that just has always stuck in my head because it's like really funny, but it's also kind of sad.
No, but the idea that someone's normal and it's just like, how are they normal? I don't know. They're just like that.
Yeah, they just can fit in easier than you, and like you like, why do you have to like have all these like read these books to like relate to people? It's just like, dude, if you have to do that, you already missed the whole point of what like is like how to be a relaxed person that's like has like an easy life. It's like that's just not what you're gonna get to do.
What it reminds me of, like, and I guess in a way, what I could relate it to is like, and I guess to offer more of a vulnerable insight was definitely like in one of my previous relationships, the woman I was seeing was she would follow a bunch of people on Instagram and just like look at everything they would post and everything they did, and I don't know, there was one point where we were having a conversation and she went along, you know, the lines of something of just saying like, you know, look at all these people on the internet. How do they get to do this shit? Like everything in like just seems like carefree. It like read like a fucking ad for like anti-social media or some shit. And it was just like, and I just told her, I was like, well, you know that they're not going to like fucking go on the internet and post all the horrible things that happen to them. You know, I mean, some people do tend to be that type where they go and they air everything, but you know, the influencer type, at least some of the people she would follow, they're not, I mean, particularly the ones that are usually just like, hey, like, I'm getting evicted and like, yeah, I'm hula hooping in the desert, but I have no fucking money and like, I haven't talked to my family in 2 years. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever it happens to be. And I'm not trying to like
buy Tide products,
say anything I'm not. It's not, and it's just like it kind of reminded me of that when I first thought of the song, and it's just like, yeah, you know, like the definition of your own happiness. I don't think needs to come from, you know, looking at somebody else's definition of happiness, but there's just some people that are kind of stuck in thinking that way, and it's kind of, I don't know how you would escape that. Personally, I don't know how you could escape that, other than like a lot of reevaluation and like therapy.
Yeah,
but like.
It's the whole Zen thing of like, if you want to improve yourself, be someone that you're not. You're only informed by the person that you are. So how the hell do you know what to be what you're not? So like you're just gonna like guide yourself down a weird way that's gonna like fucking not be
right.
Like,
it's like self-sabotaging.
Yeah. And so you can't really get out of it. Unless you
Exactly.
realize it, man. See, I'm out of it, man.
But it's all the best part about this song is I think that it, like the lyrics and the context of this is that it's so like you could apply it to, and it's subjective. Like it reads subjective. I feel like the song reads a little more subjectively, so you could apply it to a lot of different things. And I think that kind of, it was cool in a sense that we've never really like, at least what Warforged would do before lyrically, like we would never really write in a sense like that, as it was always storytelling, you know?
Yeah.
So kind of like having something that's meant to be really much, you know, it's like it's something that's more of a commentary, but it ends up being more interpretive. I just think it's
However it relates to you in that moment.
yeah,
you know?
it's very yeah, exactly, because it's like one of those things where you could listen to it and it could apply to you, it could apply differently to you 10 years down the line as opposed to now.
Yeah.
So, and I love it. It's an ass beater too. That beginning, Tim spitting hard at the beginning.
Spitting.
Yeah, he's got sick ass bars at the beginning.
There's a spit take in there somewhere too, right?
There is a spit take.
Yeah, that was an awesome idea. The loogie
Yeah, that
idea.
is sick.
That was a good one too.
We have
Just
Tim hawk that loogie for ignorance.
Yeah, that was
spit in
cool.
a cup, and
Yeah,
then
very
I went
sick.
out there and
And that-
saw
that-
it, and I was like, "Dog, kill me."
That fuck is sick too. The fuck.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite
That's
vocal
so,
parts of
like-
the whole album. How tough that is.
dude. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Just so raw.
I remember when I suggested that, and he was just like, "I don't know," and I was like, "Just try it, just
Well,
try it,
gee,
just
I don't
try
know.
it, just try it."
Yeah, I don't know,
And then we did it, and
Jason.
it sounded fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's just aggro, emphasizes
Yeah.
on it.
Gee, I don't know, Mr. Dink.
Come on, Douglas, say fuck.
Come on, Douglas.
Say fuck.
Gee, I don't know, Mr.
But
Dink.
that's also
That wasn't
like,
Tim's attitude. He just like, I don't know. I mean, it was just because it's like, I don't know. Sometimes
I mean, that could be really stupid if you do
Right.
it wrong, and
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
there's totally it's totally valid
like-
to be scared of it.
And it was
Dream Evil
on the
couldn't do
fly.
it, you know?
But I think that was like that's also really weird thinking of like where this band was with voice and the idea that we have a song that has that in there now.
yeah, I
other
think it's
silly
cool.
I love it. Yeah.
I wonder if people are going to catch it right away, or if it'll take a while for people to hear, or if maybe they won't recognize it.
Yo, man, if he's spitting all over him, they're gonna catch something. You know
I
what
think
I'm
some
saying?
people will recognize it. It's very distinct sounding, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it sounds really cool, but it's tough. Matches the lyrics. You're weak as shit, dude. Thanks for that. The recap. Can you? We should edit in, dub that over the real thing, and play it.
I'm gonna dub
Now.
I'm gonna dub.
Are you editing this?
I could.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
You were already talking
I
about
don't
putting
know.
the beginning at the end, and the end at the beginning, and the beginning in the middle, and the beginning in the middle at the
Dude,
front.
I'm gonna Reddit this post, dude.
Are you?
I'm gonna transcribe it for Reddit.
I hate my own
band's
band. This band Warforged sucks.
This band's stupid.
The way that, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a cool, quick,
It's a charming,
exciting
little
one. And
song.
at the end of the song, it does this like really cool skipping effect into Bliss Joy to
Yeah.
the Bane. But we had talked about the idea of including the sample of Tony Soprano, like from a very early season of The Sopranos, smashing his fucking dash. Maybe we could chop it in here. We'll chop it in here.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we're gonna chop it right in here
Yeah.
and demonetize the
All right.
video.
Yeah.
All right, now we're back.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Oh
dude.
yeah, I
You gotta
forgot.
refresh,
Everybody
man.
was
You gotta
coming
refresh,
back. No,
man.
I'm not doing it.
You're buffering then still, man.
Okay.
I don't like this shit.
But I just remember thinking that
I don't like this not
you know
buffering
it's supposed to
shit.
sound like the record. The idea was to have like make it sound like the record was skipping.
Yeah.
But it kind of leads into like the intro of Bliss, which is really cool and creates another pretty cool texture. I think of like connecting the two songs. But you
Definitely.
don't need to listen to them back to back. That's just if you feel like it.
Yes.
But I think it's kind of cool because it's a short little song before bigger song, and you know what's coming because that was the first single. If You Like Us, so I think it was cool though because it kind of adds this dynamic between where it sits in the record, as in like Sheridan. I feel like is definitely a moody song, and I do think like Bliss is a mix of like the aggressive and moody for sure. At least musically, there's like a lot of moody sections in that song. So I think that Self-Destruct Seminar kind of sits in like this really interesting spot on the record because it's a short track, but it's really aggressive. And I kind of like that it's on the front half because it kind of gives like a breath between digesting, you know, these two songs that have pretty different sounds to them.
Yeah, I think it's a good like, oh, you hear
It's like a
Sheridan.
palate cleanser.
Yeah, and Sheridan is definitely a different song for us. So to come back to this, like, oh, we're still gonna be heavy, and then you know, it's like
Right,
it's just a nice
yeah.
reminder in there. Like this album is not gonna like
Exactly.
every song's not gonna sound the way you think it might. You know.
Yeah, it's very it's definitely it's a cool one. I like that song. Bam bam, get it, bam bam, get it. Well, bam, go down to the rock and roll. I'm gonna self-destruct at the 7 down. I'm gonna.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah, wasn't it? You wanted to call that? We argued over the song name.
Yeah, I
you
wanted to
wanted to
call
call
it-
it Deadbeat Guru,
Yeah,
right?
then I just repurposed that for my own shit.
I know you did.
Yeah,
Which I'm
but
glad you did that.
I do like that song title though.
I like it too. I like Self-Destruct Seminar too.
They both accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Definitely a song that will. I think. Just cut this. I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
This could be cut out
Don't cut it.
or don't cut.
We're
it.
live.
Oh, we're live right now.
3 million viewers.
There's a doggy on our
There's a
board.
doggy right here. Blur that out. Nobody needs to see his face.
Yeah, we can't show that.
What are you pointing at?
There's a dog out there.
Oh yeah, there is.
Whose dog?
That's a neighbor's dog.
Oh, is that the white one that was
Yeah.
there before?
No, it's
Callie, I think.
Oh, I saw a golden retriever though.
Yeah, that was like a reddish brownish dog.
I don't know.
Oh shit!
Yeah, see. Yeah, because that's a retriever.
Oh, it's on your porch. Can we let him in?
Whose dog is that? It's gonna get to the bag of like yard clippings that's filled with water that's about to burst.
Look at it. It's so cute.
Yeah, he's just chucking it out.
Roof.
Oh, he got a deep roll.
Sounds like Django.
Yeah, he sounds like fucking Dave Grohl, dude. Right home with me. I can't quite make it alone.
This is very. We should keep this in.
Yeah, we will.
This is.
Sorry, that's my dog. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just gonna break in and.
Yeah, sorry. He's casing the joint for me later. I'm gonna rob your shit.
Look at there's Callie now.
take my
Callie's here
guitars.
now.
Yeah, I heard your son's got a lot of guitars.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
I wish this was my backyard.
My dog is casing the joint. I'm from Wisconsin and also the East Coast.
So many dogs back
It's a
here.
good
It's
character.
some mom wearing a Michigan.
Yeah, she's
State
wearing an
shirt.
Equals shirt.
Yeah, someone
it's an
lives
equal
around
shirt?
here.
Yeah.
Nico's
She's going
colors are the same as
scary.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
Yeah, golden blue, man.
blue.
Why?
We
Sherry.
bleed golden blue, man.
Yeah.
We
It's our-
bled orange.
Yeah,
and
we
blue.
shit. We
It's my-
shit golden blue, dude. Yeah, dude.
Look at that boy.
Obviously, the dog has a home, and the dog was returned
What is that
to
on
the
the
correct
table that they're
owner
eating?
because the owner came to our deck
Is that
to
like
grab it.
bread on your table that they're eating?
Probably.
I don't know. They always like throw fucking chicken bones outside.
yeah,
and
let me-
one dog eats them.
Who's
So-
this now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do we
Welcome the whole
So this
family
is a,
to
let's
the
get a-
Is there a gun?
backyard.
Is there a gun in here? Let's get these people. Hey,
Oh my God!
Who's that?
That's Hank.
is
Hank's
crying.
freaking out. 'cause he wants to
Oh,
kill the dog,
Hank.
yeah.
he wants to
Come here,
play,
Hank.
dude.
Oh my God! I don't know if I've heard Hank sound like that before.
That's when he gets really excited.
Crying like a bitch, dude.
Yeah,
just
pretty
like that
much.
Godsmack song.
crying like a bitch. I mean, the way I would word it then is that there might be a song about dogs on the next one. Who knows?
Yeah.
You don't
Woof,
know.
woof.
I don't know. Yeah, woof woof.
We got the. We're gonna have a guest spot from the Baja Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna cover Who Let the Dogs Out and have a guest spot from them.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of like that band Our Last Night did.
Yeah.
Didn't they do one?
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
Baja Man.
we'll do the same thing.
Except we're gonna change the lyrics to be about us, dude. Warforged the fat guys. Warforged is fat dudes.
Except
Jace.
Except Jace.
Yeah, I'm not,
Yeah.
not fat guy.
Except
Tim's not
Jace.
really fat either, though.
One night.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah.
Except Tim and Jace.
If he's around me, he's fat. I don't care if you hanging around.
you
me,
hanging
you're a
around
fat
me,
guy.
you all be considered fat.
I've just been like conditioned to think that I'm fat because I hang out with you guys so much.
As it should be.
And then the party was pumping. JC is not the fat guy. We'll just slip it in there real quick. JC is not the fat guy.
JC.
Everybody else was eating ice cream. Hey, I will have water.
I will have water. That's really funny.
The one for fat is what eating. JC is not the fat guy. They all had
I
two
will have
sandwiches.
water.
or three.
Being healthy.
Chase got the water.
I will have water. Order to be just one beer.
You know what? Round of water is on
Let me
me
just
for
one
the
more
entire
time.
restaurant.
This guy kicks ass.
This is a nice guy.
He's healthy too.
All right, well, shit. I don't got anything else on this
Yeah.
one.
You fellers got anything else?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, short song, short podcast. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mostly jokes and filler,
Yeah,
man. It's
mostly
pretty sick.
filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just listen to the song. You'll like it.
The song doesn't have any filler though.
No, it's too shit. It's all
too
killer, no
short.
filler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just that awesome album from
Difference
Sum 41.
13.
Yeah.
Difference 14 album, dude.
Yeah, that Difference 14 record.
All killer, no filler.
I
Isn't
like
that
had
the
an
first
urge.
record?
Is it? I don't know.
I think so.
I had an urge to listen to Sum 41 the other day, and like I listened to a few songs, and that
Maybe
urge went
not.
away really quickly.
Yeah, you had the urge
Yeah,
to
they,
like,
they
chew up.
suck, dude. I
Yeah.
used to like them when I was a kid too, and I've gone back and it doesn't hold up.
No, not really. There's like a couple songs, but
What's that guy's name? Philip Pinkerton? Fuck you, dude.
All
Philip
Skrilla.
Seymour Hoffman is
All,
his name,
all
actually.
Skrilla. All Skrilla, no Miller.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Wait, who's Philip Pinkerton?
I don't know. I just made up that name.
Oh,
I was
That
in
sounds
like
like a guy being some 41, right?
Derek something.
Derek
saw
Whibley
Pinkerton,
is his
I
name,
think, 'cause
but I
of,
like that dude. Don't
Weezer, probably.
Some 41. If you're watching this,
Yeah.
take us out on tour. Come on,
Yeah, we love you guys.
grow up
Actually,
here and take a metal band. Come on,
Benji Madden. Come on, dude.
that's
all
Good
good,
Charlotte. That's
Same
first
band.
metal show I've ever been to.
Yeah, dude.
Good Charlotte.
Same
First
band.
metal
All right,
show.
so everybody, what are? How did you first get into metal, Alex?
That's an interesting. Right away. So, well,
Wow.
Wow, that really hurts to do. My whole head hurts now from doing that. Dude, Jace, I don't
can end on that.
Yeah, Jace, you crush it with snoring, dude. And you're fine the next
Hell yeah,
day.
dude. Ripping it, dude. That's me. Get me drunk, I will rip it all night.
Ow. Yeah, that's
That hurt my eardrum.
All right. That's a good way
Reverse.
to end it.
yeah,
Yep,
it'd
there
be
we go.
good to end on the snore.
reverse. All right, see you guys. Rock and roll. Until next time, next episode, Gene Simmons guest appearance.